All right. Hello, everybody. Cam K, Graydon Bunn. Thanks to Recap Products, we are here on the road for Shop Tours 2024. It's been such a long off season, Graydon, but we're finally out here at the legendary Zardo Racing in Brampton, Ontario. This is exciting stuff. We get to see a little bit of the history of the Zardo clan and see what Bill Zardo Sr. built. How was our excitement level for this?
Yeah, we're pretty pumped. Winter's a distant memory, it feels like, down here, and we're excited to get back into the full swing of things and get 2024, the racing season, underway.
Well, we've got a special tour guide for today. We were going to have two, unfortunately, but one got called into work. So we've got Billy Zardo, and Billy's going to be here. And Billy is Bill Zardo Sr.'s grandson. And obviously, this is a very important place in your life and the entire family. But, let's talk about kind of why you're here right now, because aside from just showing us all the cool stuff that we want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, we grew up here, and this is where we learned how to change tires, how we learned how to change an engine. So this place is home for me and my brother and the whole Zardo clan. A lot of great memories here, and some not so good memories as well, right? So we're here today. We're going to talk some racing. Going to show you guys around, and hope you guys enjoy it.
Morning, Stickers and Scuffs here in Brampton, and we're at the heart of what makes a race car go round and round, the tool room. Around the tool room, first off, hey, it's an old box. I don't see a snap-on thing there, but hey, Bill, what kind of tools are in the, what kind of grade? Do you snap-on,
We
per brand, whatever somebody's throwing at you?
Yeah, pretty much. We mainly use Snap-on, but we're not very picky.
Yeah.
The one thing with my grandfather is he did own a scrapyard, and there was always tools in these scrap cars. So when I was younger, my brother was younger, we'd always go scrounging around for tools, and my grandfather always said, make sure you bring them back to the shop. So we got more than we need here, definitely, but there's always something that we can use here.
Yeah, actually, I've seen a couple of old toolboxes outside the garage. I'm going to throw them in the back of the truck before we leave. Oxyacetylene, a brake, wow, all the tools to get things going. You know, once upon a time, Standard Auto Wreckers out in Steeles Avenue in Scarborough, back in my youth, people used to drop cars on the weekend when they were closed on Sundays. We'd tow them all the way home. You never know what was in our driveway. In fact, I came home, Mom came home from vacation with Dad. There was 17 cars in a tow truck in the driveway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, give us a little tour around your shop here and
Absolutely. So, as you said, we have a really old toolbox here. Just your normal standard tools, of course. But then we spear out down here to the table. Now, the cool thing about this table is back when race cars were built, everything was built, even the body. My dad and my grandfather built their ACT American Canadian Tour bodies on this bench itself. This bench used to be out in the main area, but me and my brother updated the shop a little bit and brought it in here and kind of made this our fab shop. My brother mainly uses this because he's a really good fabricator. I'm still learning the ins and outs of it. But, we learn a lot from each other, and we're pretty pumped about going into the 2024 season. We have a lot of things going on, and this is the tool shop, you could call it.
Okay, we are now outside the shop and having a peek at Billy's truck. This thing's sweet, man.
Yeah, absolutely. This is me and my dad kind of split this thing. I took this to prom many years ago, and people's faces lit up when they were getting out of limos and I was driving this thing. So it's pretty cool to have. It's standard 3 on a tree.
Nice.
It needs a little bit of work, a little just TLC, and the thing still runs real nice. So we keep it stored in here in the winter. In the summer, it gets taken out. 57 Chev comes into this thing, and then we got both race cars in the shop. So we're always playing move the cars around, and yeah, we do what we can with the limited space we have. But definitely some great memories with this truck. Me and my dad driving and leaving from Waterloo Regional Kart Club after I won the Oktoberfest and the go-karts, and heading over to Peterborough Speedway because it was the same weekend as Autumn Colors.
Wow. Man, this thing does look like a survivor, though. Like you said, maybe a bit of TLC, but oh my God, considering its age, I mean, you don't see these anymore.
No, absolutely. No seat belts in it. It's built solid. Just needs a little buff job, maybe some paint, and we're good to go.
Memories for days. We're now going to have a peek at the parts, engine, and air compressor room. Cam's got the camera on. A pretty sweet piece of artwork there. Billy, just comment on that a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. This artwork here is from Pinecrest Speedway, probably from the early 60s. Something that's been sitting in this exact same spot since before I was born. I believe my aunt and my dad are in this photo. So yeah, that's a pretty Export A trophy series it is. Good old cool piece of art. Also in the engine bay, we have some of our engines. We customized a engine stand so we could make it stackable. Lots of stuff. It's kind of a little bit messy, but everything kind of has its place at the same time. So we have our shocks, all of our upper A-arms, our control arms, everything like that all kind of together in one little area. Makes it easy to get to when we need to. The problem is you can't really get rid of anything, because what happens is if you're looking for spare parts, you don't have spare parts, now you have to order parts. So unfortunately, sometimes things have to kind of be a cluster mess. Just to have everything, you almost have 2 or 3 race cars sitting here, all disassembled, ready to go for any time you need them.
Yeah, and that's what we were kind of speaking to off camera, and it's always good to have a room that has this stuff at the ready for just a quick swap, because oftentimes you're not in a position to be waiting for parts, as you said, and even if something's not 100% new in the box or whatever, it's something that works just fine, or that's kind of the secret to a racer's success, is having a good parts inventory, right?
Oh yes, absolutely. If you have it and you need it, you're going to be thankful it's there. whether it's a little bit messy or not, it is what it is. We're still working on our organization skills, but we're getting better and better. The whole team's putting effort into the shop, into the trailer, and everything like that. So we're definitely pumped up.
Man, all due respect, like when I'm looking in this room myself, I'm seeing like the distributor caps, the A-arms, the shocks, everything looks pretty organized to me. And I mean, especially when like space is at a premium and you don't have thousands and thousands of square feet, it's nice to be able to just look in the room and be like, okay, I need to go there. And if it's your place, you kind of know where stuff is already too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes if things are put away, we don't know where they are, which is funny. But yeah, like I said, it's all there when we need it. And we'll just slowly keep on getting organized and get things hung up the way they need to and go from there.
Every shop has its own system, and we're here seeing how the Zardos roll. Okay, so this isn't quite a race car, but maybe on the street it's probably done a couple of street races in its day or a time or two. Talk about the old Chevy here, Billy.
Absolutely. This was my grandfather's pride and joy. The funny thing is, though, my brother stole it from my grandfather's driveway probably more times than my grandfather drove it himself. So when the time came after Grandpa passed away, my brother didn't even hesitate to buy this car off of the estate and keep it. I think he's gone through a clutch or two by now, but he loves this thing. He takes good care of it. He's done a couple upgrades with the radiator and some small things like that. We were able to get this thing out for my grandfather's memorial race. It was a lot of fun taking it around the track at sunset and leading the hot rods to green, basically.
Yeah.
So I remember this one time, me and my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time, this car was parked in the driveway and my grandfather was away at Florida, and my brother said hop in, and my wife was like, oh, we can't take this, it's your grandfather's, he's gonna kill us all. So we had the measuring tape out to measure how far out the tires were from the wall and everything like that, just to make sure it got put away back perfect. And I'm pretty sure we got it back the exact same way because he never said anything. And if my grandfather did know we stole it once in a while, I don't think he cared really too much. So we had a lot of fun, and we're going to continue to have fun with this car and go cruising. And even if it's a trip to McDonald's, the beer store, or anything like that, we're going to ride it in style with Grandpa's memory. That's
pretty awesome. I mean, we love car culture as it is, not just racing, and they don't make them like this for sure anymore. And as you say, having a memory like this that you can run and drive based on just car nostalgia, but also the family connection is something that's priceless for sure, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at this car and you think of all the memories, either with Grandpa or stealing it from Grandpa, and it puts an automatic smile to your face. So
for sure.
We definitely are going to keep on enjoying this car.
Any of you guys learn to drive in this thing, or?
No, actually, I learned how to drive in my dad's 1965 Ford pickup. It was 3 on a tree.
Nice.
I learned how to drive on the road. I learned how to drive, obviously, go-karts. I started at the age of 6 racing, and at the age of 4 driving around in gas stations. So it goes back a little further than this. I don't think my little arms could have moved the steering wheel back then.
All right, we're in another corner of the shop now. We're going to talk some more tools. Got the cordless tools set up, another tool chest, and a go-kart off on the wall. So we'll let Billy take the lead here on this part of the tour.
Absolutely. So first, this go-kart was my cousin Pete Shepard's very first go-kart. It was built by Lions. And then it was my first go-kart and my brother's first go-kart. Not to mention my cousin Angelina Shepard's go-kart as well. So this go-kart has a lot of history. When I was 6 years old, I flipped this go-kart. The Waterloo Regional Go-Kart Club, who's now based out of Flamborough, but they were out of Binghamton Speedway. So yeah, that's a little bit of history. Maybe one day we'll refurbish it and get it going again.
Does it run?
It runs, yeah. We have an engine for it. It's off of it right now, but yes, it runs. Of course, standing right beside it there is the Duke. And the legend himself, Bill Zardo Sr., Flamborough Speedway, and Oscar Racing got that made up for their memorial race. So that was pretty cool of them to give that to us. So yeah, he's always in the shop watching over us and telling us when we're doing something wrong, of course.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we're pretty proud of the things we get to hang up on the wall. We like showing off our things. We're proud of our memories. Yeah. So
Nice. So just take us through quick, kind of your cordless center. It's something that makes life a lot easier, definitely, when you're not stringing cords out and everything from the shop perspective. Just talk about that a bit.
absolutely. Yeah. I found this online over at Home Depot. Just something a little easier to keep everything organized. It's got its own little charging station.
Yeah.
It's got some holes on the side so you can hang up your gloves and everything when we get to it. So that makes a nice little shelf as well. A big little thank you for my brother. Brampton Sports Hall of Fame right there as well for my grandfather. So as I've said before, we like our memories, and we like showing thanks to those who have gotten us here. As well, we got our fridge.
Yeah.
This was my grandfather's fridge. Always full.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got Mountain Dews, Coors, and Budweiser.
Yes, sir.
What's the normal beer budget?
Well, I'll tell you, it went up since my grandfather passed away because he used to be the one to mainly buy the beer. So me and my brother kind of swapped back and forth. I don't know. We don't drink that much. It's nice to have one or two beers at the end of working on the car and shoot the shit with the buddies. And yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
so we got the stickers and scuffs on the cabinet, which we didn't know first off before we came here. So that's really cool. We want to talk about what else we've got up on the top there. You've got a set of helmets. I would love to know about kind of the helmets. Obviously, I think I see Lane's cowboy hat, or maybe that's Grandpa's cowboy hat.
Yeah, absolutely. So first we'll start off here with the siren. Many years ago, my grandfather kind of got put in the back of a police car in Streetsville, and somehow he walked away with that. I'm not sure of the full details, but it does work when you hook it up to a battery. It's very loud.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got one of Grandpa's hats up there, and then we like showing off of our helmets and stuff. The Dukes of Hazzard car, my brother's nice paint scheme there. My grandfather's open face helmet that he's used many, many times. So yeah, we're just, we like showing off our stuff, making it look presentable. And everything's got memories here. So it's cool to walk in and see parts of Grandpa and my uncle, my dad, and different people that have been around. It's cool to see people coming in that have been here before many, many years ago and say, it's a nice upgrade, but I see you still have this in the exact same spot. So, yeah.
As you can see here, there's an extensive photo wall of all kinds of memories. Billy, I'll hand you the mic and just take us through kind of a brief timeline of what's on the wall here.
Absolutely. So first we'll start out with this big plaque here. My dad got this made for my grandfather back in 1992. It's all pictures of my grandfather, my dad, my aunt. If you see right here, way back in the beginning, this picture was taken in this shop of my dad sitting on the car and my grandfather probably sat in the bar. So we would be standing right now, right there. And then of course you got the classic Bill Zardo Sr. smile with the cowboy hat. He was always supporting that hat and rocking it. There's a lot of Pinecrest days, him catching on fire here. Then if we scroll, we got one from 2 years ago when he was racing again, sitting on Dave Franks' car. And of course, right above that is my dad when he was even younger than I am. Back then racing. We got my brother up on the wall at Peterborough Speedway a handful of years ago. So I mean, we really enjoy our pictures and showing them off, and we have tons more. So there's going to be a lot more put up. This is when I started racing, or driving, I should say, in a go-kart with a body on it, kind of like a little junior late model. I was 4 or 5 years old there. So yeah, we really enjoy our memories, and when you guys come back next time, there's going to be a whole bunch more. I guarantee that. Yeah, so every time you look at this wall, you just think back of the memories and the smiles you had, and just know that there's going to be more smiles.
Okay, so now we're obviously going to talk a little bit about race cars since we're in a race shop. Billy, this one is not going to be one that you're going to be wheeling though this year, is it?
No, it's not. As you can see, it's pretty stripped down to the bare bones. We got a little bit more to strip down, and I just want to say with the help of MC Mechanical, KRM Medwald, Shelby Roofing, National Exhaust, and all the other great sponsors that are on board with us, we are able to get a new Pro Late model with McCall Racing Enterprises. This year, it's going to be a fun year, definitely, for sure, learning a new car. We're going to mainly support Sunset Speedway. They've supported us through a whole whack of stuff. They're just great people all around. But I'm not going to be running a full-time schedule because I'm blessed to say that at the end of February, I'm going to be a father. Nice. So to a little baby boy. So I'm very excited about that, along with my wife. She's doing well. She's holding strong. Man, women are very strong people, aren't they?
They sure are.
To not only deal with us, but then to deal with that as well. So
You're so right.
yeah, we're pretty pumped about everything that we have going on. Of course, I won't be running a full schedule just because my mind will be elsewhere. Mm-hmm. But whenever we can race, we're gonna race, and we're also looking to get the hot rod out a handful of times this year and have some fun with that. Whether it would be just at Sunset or maybe a couple times with the Oscar series. We're pumped of what we got going on this year. We're going to take it week by week and see how we do.
Well, we definitely can't wait to see the hot rod back and your new late model. $1 million question though, you got any names picked out?
We do have some names. We're not saying anything. Our parents have been trying to pry it out of us for months now. We're waiting for the day of to expose that, and yeah, we're beyond grateful.
Great, right?
Oh yeah.
So not all 2024 plans are being released today.